Hi everyone, it's Mike here. So today I thought I would jump on the bandwagon and create some artist trading coins. Now artist trading cards are normally this sized, but artist trading coins, I believe, are 2.5 inch circles. Now I'm quite unsure exactly who came up with the concept of the 2.5 inch circle AT coin, and I'm sure that those in the know will put in the comments section down below for me where the original idea came from. But I've seen quite a few people on YouTube who are doing these now, and as with most things, after a while the actual originator of these ideas tends to get lost in the mix of everybody else. So standard size for an ATC is around about 63 millimeters by around about 89. So in real old money, that's about 2.5 by 3.5 inches. So the AT coin, the artist trading coin, is a lot smaller, as you can see. So you're actually losing a lot of space that you would normally have to work on. Now, I did see 1 or 2 videos where people used collage images specifically for the AT coin, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing, but I have a 2.5 inch circle punch. This is from Stampin' Up. I've had this for ages and ages and ages. As you can see, it's well loved, well used, and very, very worn, and probably about time to be replaced. And I did punch out some coins from some watercolour cardstock. This is £140 or 300 GSM watercolour cardstock. It's not hot pressed, and there is a little bit of a texture to it. It's kind of like a canvassy texture on one side. But I want to work big to start off with. I want to create my background for the AT coins on a big sheet, and then I'm going to punch out my coins from the main background. So to do that, I'm going to use a brayer, hence the red polymat, and I've also brought in some brightish colours from my Dina Wakley media paint. So I've got magenta, excuse me, that's my lunch repeating on me, not very pleasant. Well, the lunch was pleasant, the fact it's repeating on me isn't very pleasant. Anyway, lemon, I'll shut up in a minute, peacock and lime. So just to recap, magenta, lemon, peacock and lime. So what I want to do is I want to put down just some random colours, and I'm going to do it with the brayer, and I'm just going to drop some bits of colour all over. I'm doing the peacock first because this is the darkest colour out of all of them. I'm not going to clean my brayer in between. So if I end up with a little bit of mud, then I end up with a little bit of mud. That's fine, I can live and I can deal with that. But what I will do is I will just grab some kitchen towel just to kind of mop up the excess when I'm fed up and done with it, like so. Okay, so peacock done. Next I'm going to layer on the lime. I'm just going to randomly put spots of that all over, just in one of those kind of let's just do it kind of moods today. Okay, so this time I'm going to go that way. That'll do. It's like watching paint dry. Okay, and of course I'm not drying in between. Heaven forbid. Okay, I'm going to add some lemon. Miss Lemon. Mr. Hercule Poirot's secretary. There we go. Some nice bitter lemon. Bitter lemon. Oh, it's a nice drink. Especially with gin. Not that I'm a big drinker, he says quickly. Methinks you do protest too much, Mr. Shakespeare. Right, okay, so I do want to dry that now. Brand new heat gun. Let's just see how long this one lasts. It's already making strange noises and I've only had it 2 minutes. Okay, so before I add any of that magenta, I want to add a little bit more, just some small bits of the blue back into the mix. The peacock blue. There we go. I's fairly happy with that, with a capital A. A for happy. Okay, so that's still a wee bit wet, but that's fine. No, let's get it dried off. I'm going to add the pink, the magenta, into this now. And I'm just looking at it and thinking, I want to add orange too. So do I add tangerine or do I add cheddar? Cheddar's a bit greyy. Tangerine's a bit more zingy. That'll do. Let's add some tangerine. Let's do a citrus mix. I might even break out the bubble wrap in a bit. Now as you're talking, that's more likey. Let's get that dried off quick. Okay, and now let's get some of that magenta in there. Ooh, that's quite runny. Don't like all that. Right, so big blob there. Don't like that. Too much. So I'm just going to just take some of it off before I brayer it, and I'm going to brayer it that way so it goes off. Yes. Okay. Got rid of the pink. I shall clean the brayer later with some alcohol hand wash, because that brings it off fantastic. So what I also want to do, he says, is I want to grab the white. Where's my white? There it is. And some bubble wrap. Where's my mark making? My mark making. There we go. Some bubble wrap. Biggish bubble wrap. Biggish bubble wrap. Now then, I did have some scissors here somewhere. Here we go. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of bubble wrap. And I'm going to do the usual thing. Add some white. And then grab a little brush. That's about the right side. Haha, this is double wall bubble wrap, isn't it? Which means if I try and stamp onto that, I'm not going to get anywhere. Because it's just a flat sheet. Oh, that's absolutely awful. That's no good bubble wrap. The bubbles are encased inside. Useless. That's not what we want. That is not, by a long chalk, what we want. Right, this is better. Just be careful not to cut your hands. That's much better. There you go, you can see it now. Proper bubble wrap. Not clever bubble wrap, but I like clever bubble wrap. It is possible I have had too much caffeine today. If so, I do apologise. He says, not a lot. But I always find funny, because I suffer from migraines, which I had one last week, which was not particularly pleasant. But I've noticed a lot of like headache relief tablets these days have actually got caffeine in it. And I always thought that caffeine gave you headaches, not helped to cure it. I think it's got something to do with the fact that it dilates your blood vessels, or so just some such nonsense, medical nonsense. There we go. Needs something there, doesn't it? I know, I can hear you. I can hear you shouting at me from the far-flung corners of the world. Put some there, Mike. A bit, but not a lot. Let's do it again. Let's add some more white paint. Oh no, that's better. For a horrid moment there I thought my white paint had run out. I thought it had used it up. That meant I'd have to go to the shops to buy some more. Shopping trip for art materials. Oh, there's a horrible thing to have to do. Said no one ever. That's better. And then just quickly stick a ghost in there. Let's press a bit harder. Maybe another little one there. Go on. That'll do. Done, done, done. Okay. Heat gun. Okay. I want some black. Some black. Because I'm going to be adding some Tim Holtz paper dolls to these. That's the intention. Which means that there's going to be some greys and blacks in the foreground. So I need just to counteract that a little bit before we go any further, and just add, see, grab that white and then just add some little black sprinkles. That'll do. Let's not go mad. Clean you up later. Okay, let's get that dried off. Okay, so there, now it catches the light, is my background. So I'm just going to bring in my paper trimmer. So, and I think I cut this at 8 inches. I did cut it at 8 inches. So if I cut that down the middle now, I'm going to create a nice strip two 4-inch strips, which is going to be absolutely perfect for punching out my coins. And I only want 3 from each. I'm only going to do 6. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I won't be throwing those away. They'll be making an appearance again. Okay, punch away this time. So we've now got 6 little artist trading coins to decorate. So I've got my little Dilutions glue stick, and I could do with another little polyprop mat. That'll do. And I've selected some of the smaller paper dolls to go on. Okay, so we'll start with Albert and Vera. So just give them once over with the glue stick, and they can go just like that. How nice. Put to one side, and then we've got the Creepy Kids, Midwich Cuckoos, okay, so let's put those. I'm liking the texture on that one. I think there. We're going to call those Cuthbert and Cecil. There we go. Cuthbert and Cecil. Elsie and dunno, Violet. There you go. Because she looks like Violet Bott. So let's cover up some of that pink, or shall we? Let's just move it around until we get, yeah, I think there. Now this one is just slightly bigger, so I will cut off their feet when it's dry. Okay. This one I'm going to call Margot. Margot the ballerina. Okie dokes. So again, we'll do her at this side, a big blob of glue. Try and keep her completely inside. Come on, why aren't you sticking? You're being a bit of a pain, aren't you? There we go. Go on, Margot. And then we have, let's see what we're going to call these. We'll call him Kanye. and Beyonce. There we go. Or Rupert and Amelia. There you go. Let's not be racist. And finally, we've got Sid, let's put Sid there, Sid and his trusty companion Dave. Another Dave. Bert. Brian. Bernard. Charles. Terry. Haha. Terry the Terrier. There you go. I knew we'd get there in the end. Okay. Ooh. Just throwing the lid. Don't go away. Okay, let's bring back in our peeps. Okay, I'm just going to trim her feet off. No dancing for you anymore. There we go. Brilliant. Okie dokie. So now I've got some Tim Holtz. These are the small talk, chit chat, verbiage. These are the single words. Now I like the single words, but I want to take the single words from the black. So I want to try and choose some words that are just slightly a bit left field. So instead, let's put wishful, and we'll put that one there, and then timeless, I think our two friends there. Like that one. And then we've got, let's see, treasure. No, let's use the word together. That works well. And then let's see. Oh, there's a good one. Two little girls. They've got to have secrets. Secrets, secrets. And finally, let's do. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Let's do cherish. Or shall we do family? No, let's use forevermore. Forevermore. Now then, we need something a bit strange for that one, don't we? So let's have a look. What have we got? Yes, let's use the word applaud, because that's exactly what she's after. Excellent. Me like it, so they can go away. So now we just need to do something around those edges. What do you think? So just darken up those edges a tad. So let's grab the potting soil and we'll just quickly run around the edges of all 6. So I won't bore you to death by making you sit through all 6 of these. So that's 1. And I'll pop off and do the other 5 and I will join you when I've done. Okay, so I've gone round all of the edges now, adding that kind of vintage, kind of distressed edge to it, and I think it does bring those all together. And it's actually picked up a little bit of that canvas texture in the background too, which has kind of been a little bit like an added bonus. Now, ages ago, I created, as a digi-download, some artist trading card backs for that size. So they would sit in the middle of that size. Now what am I going to do? So I had a hunt online and I couldn't find where anybody had actually created any of the backs for the artist trading cards for the coins. So I've had to do my own. So, and yes, if you want these, they will be on my website now. Available now on my website. They're only a single sheet, and obviously I need to do these to make sure that they're the right size. So I've made them to fit the 2.5 inch circle punch, so there will be a tiny little border all the way around, and there's 9 on the sheet, so you can go up to 9. Now I've just printed these on a sheet of matte paper, but it's magic matte paper. It's actually got an adhesive back to it. I've had this in my stash for absolutely ages. I've just tried to peel the corner off and it's come away really easy. Oh. So of course, because I've just punched this, it's not going to. It's going to be a wee devil. I knew I should have just punched it or printed it. Oh, there you go. Just printed it on normal paper. But since when have I ever done anything normal? Right, okay. It might actually be easier. That's it. Stucked down. So I'm going to punch out the rest of those, or another 5 of those from my sheets, and then I'm going to stick them all on. So I'll be right back after I've done that. Okay, so there they are. They're all stuck to the back and done. So all I've got to do now is just to handwrite and fill in the information on the back, put in today's date. I'm going to call this, the title is going to be Snippits. So I'll put today's date, it'll be 1 of 6, 2 of 6, put my name on there, and I'll write my email address on the back, and I'll just put done as part of a YouTube video. There we go. So there are my first ever 6 artist trading coins. Now, I make these things and they sit in a drawer. So what I'm going to do is the next 6 people that purchase something on my website, now that would have to be a physical product, not just a digi-download, where I'm actually shipping out, I will actually include one of these in the first 6 orders that I send out. So at least I'll go out there into the world and go to a good home, hopefully. But there you go. So I hope you enjoyed watching me create those artist trading coins. Don't forget, the coin back is there on the website now, and I've got to actually say, I did remember as I was punching these ones out, I had a bit of a punch malfunction taking that one out. It was actually my friend Linda who told me that I needed to do the coin back, because she recently did a artist trading coin hop and she had nothing to write with or nothing to put on the back. She had to handwrite it all out on the back. And she knew I'd done the previous artist trading card backs, so she shouted at me before she went off on her holiday to Florida. So she is winging her way across the North Atlantic as we speak. So I hope she has a nice time. Anyway, there we go. So all done. I shall stop rambling now. If you've enjoyed that, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, then why? You can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. That's all from me for now. I will see you all again on Saturday when it's the mid-month mini mission inspiration. We're doing the letter O. Oh, I'll see you then. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, without whose generosity and support these videos would not be possible. Thank you.